Okay, hello and welcome to this new video. In this video, I want to show you how you can install the Linux Subsystem for Windows 11. The Windows Subsystem is available since Windows 10. However, in Windows 11, there are a few extra steps you need to do to get it working. Otherwise, you will run into several error messages. Okay, let's get started. To install the Linux distribution of your choice, you can go to the Microsoft Store. So let's open the store here and have a look what Linux distribution we can use. You can install, for example, Ubuntu, Debian, Suse, Linux, or whatever you like. For example, we will use Ubuntu in our demo installation here. So we search for Ubuntu and then we will get several versions of Ubuntu, like this 20.04 long-term support version here, which we'll use and install. So in the Windows Store, just download and install the application, and then we will have a look how it works. Okay, we have now installed the Linux system of our choice. However, if we open Ubuntu here in order to get it configured, we will get an error message like this one here. Most likely we'll get this error message because some components in Windows are still missing. Okay, let's install those. Click on the Start menu and then we go to Settings. Then we go to Apps and here we have optional features. So click on that. And at the bottom of this list here, we get more Windows features and we have to click that, which will open this window here, Windows Features. Okay, let's close the store and Ubuntu or error message. Okay, here we have to select two options here. The first one is Hyper-V. We need to install the Hyper-V platform. And also we have to select the Windows Subsystem for Linux. Okay, let's click that. Hit OK, and now the components will be installed. And after that, we have to do a restart, and then we can continue. Okay, now we do a restart now, and we will be back in a few seconds. Okay, now we have restarted Windows, and let's see if it's now working. So we start our Linux here from the Start menu, and well, we have another error message here that we need a kernel component update. Well, that's another small obstacle Microsoft puts in our way in order to use the Windows Subsystem. We have an URL here which we can copy, so just select it and hit the right mouse button to copy the URL to your clipboard, and then we can paste it here into our web browser and go to the web page. And all we need to do here is download the Linux kernel update package, which is around a 16 megabyte file, which should download pretty quickly. And all we need to do then is open the file, start the installation and install the component update. So here we go. I close the browser and we are now finished. So let's try it again. Our Linux distribution, let's start it. And now finally it's installing. And after a few seconds or minutes, we should now be able to configure our Linux system. Okay, here we go. Now we can enter a username for our Linux. It can be completely separate username and password from your Windows login credentials. So enter password here and repeat it. And now we're good to go. Our Linux system is now installed. And when we now start it here from the Start menu, it will automatically open a Linux shell, a command prompt. And that's how you can install the Linux Subsystem, your Linux distribution of choice in Windows 11.